Welcome to my channel where I share tips and tricks on web development, design, and coding. In this video, I'll show you how to convert your Figma layout with components into HTML and CSS code. This can be a real time saver, especially for complex layouts. This technique will make it possible to take any UI design you have in Figma and make it into actual code to use in your website. Now, this plugin is not perfect, but it can significantly reduce your coding time. So let's jump right in and learn how to do it.
Hey everyone, so in the last video what we did was go to themeforest.net, choose an UI template design. I chose Figma. You can choose from the rest as well. What we particularly want is a screenshot to convert to a Figma layout with its components. I went ahead and chose this one, clicked on screenshots, and downloaded the homepage design. I then went over to Figma, added that particular image screenshot, and converted each section that converted each section to a Figma layout with its components, right? I then went ahead and organized the different sections inside of a frame. In this case, it was a frame called Desktop MacBook Pro 16. And I put inside of that all the different sections. Now, you may have trouble converting this Figma layout with its components into code, in this case, HTML and CSS, because sometimes there's things that are blocking other parts. So I was having a big problem with the footer, particularly this area right here at the bottom where it says Axios and the different links and the newsletter and the social media icons. There was some kind of image here blocking this area. So you got to make sure to sometimes make things larger, like a particular section. For example, this group, maybe you need to drag and drop to fit in all the different components. And as you can see, let's now right click where it says MacBook Pro 16 inches on the left side, go to plugins and then choose Codia AI Figma to code, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There are going to be some missing things that I just can't seem to figure out why. As you can see, this image, it's missing with all the rest of the different miscellaneous stuff like the description, another small image of a user, the value in in um, in Bitcoin or Ethereum. This particularly small button is missing, as you can see. So there are things like that. If I go ahead and try to fix that, let's right click here. So it's this group. I know it's that group, but there's something that's blocking this frame. Where did that frame come from? You know, where is it? So I'm not particularly sure why there's some things that are blocking and don't let us um, it doesn't let the plugin code AI to Figma, that particular plugin, it has difficulty because there are some things that are blocking out. If I remove the background, that doesn't help. So you gotta make sure to go to each particular component, and there may be some things that are blocking others, right? You gotta hover over each component because there may be things that are blocking. In this case, this particular card, I do not know what's blocking and not letting us convert every single thing into code. So I'm just going to right click where it says MacBook Pro 16 once more, go to plugins, Codia AI Figma to code, and you'll see again See, I wasn't able to fix this. I really don't know why, but it did take the majority of the components. So I think that looks particularly well. I'm going to click where it says AI code. And it's going to take a little bit to generate the full homepage layout into HTML and CSS code. And you can choose other programming languages as well. There's React Native, iOS, Android, React, Vue.js too. So you can choose whichever programming language you want. Looks like it finished. I'm going to click on export code in order to download it and also see a live preview of the web page. So I'm going to click on download and then click on live preview. And this is going to show us the home page in the Codia.ai website. We can close this a little bit. As you can see, it's all there now. You can take a look at the HTML, the CSS, but we also downloaded it. So let's open that up in Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna right click 2 times there. As you can see, we need to remove that white background, but that's particularly easy to do. And the CSS is there. Yeah, let's open Visual Studio Code. And I'm going to choose that folder which I downloaded. And here's all the HTML, the CSS, all the images are right here. Now, the easy part would be to remove this white background. So let's do that. So you can see that it's now possible to make edits to the HTML and CSS. So let's reopen this index.html file in the Finder. Or you know what? And then double click right here and then inspect this. So something is going on right here. This main container. As you can see, here's a homepage section. It has a particular width. It's actually adding images of the background color, things like that. So it's not entirely coded into HTML and CSS. There's a lot of things that are missing that need to be edited out because this container, I mean, I just removed the width and it looks much better now. But you're gonna have to go through each section. So like I said, it's better to make your changes over here inside of Figma. Make sure everything looks well here. Like this particular MacBook Pro desktop frame, it would be better just to make it smaller like this. Let's click Command like that. Click Command again like that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, do this just like that. And once again, right click where it says MacBook Pro, go to Plugins, go to AI Figma to Code. Let's zoom out once more. Click on AI Code. And this is going to take a little bit, but yeah, like I said, it's a way better to make sure everything looks better inside of Figma so that the Codia AI Figma to Code plugin generates good code. And that way you don't have to make so many HTML and CSS edits. Right, so let's click on export code. I'm not going to download it this time, but I just wanted you to see, and I haven't seen this yet, to see how it looks now that we just made a small change to the layout. And it looks much better. Now we don't have to make so many HTML and CSS edits. So that is how, well, just this particular line at the bottom, but that's nothing. That's very easy. And also this line at the top. But now it looks much better. And if you download the HTML and CSS code, you won't have to make any edits. So that's it for this tutorial. See you next time.